Hello, welcome to a discussion on the new coffee release for Blending Room this week, which is Santa Hedwirges from Brazil. Hedwirges is not how you pronounce it. My Portuguese is obviously pretty useless, so I apologize for bastardizing that word. Anyhow, let's have a quick chat about this coffee. So, it is a natural processed Mundo Novo variety grown at about 970 meters above sea level in Brazil. So with this, my expectation is going to be a coffee that is really full-bodied. That full-bodied is generally driven by the altitude and also to do with the cultivar selection as well, and a fairly big degree to do with the methods of processing that are chosen within Brazil. So with full-bodied coffees, I want to try to accentuate that body in the cup to really make it that prominent, dominant flavor profile. So with that, I then choose a particular roast profile or approach in order to accentuate that body, or at least give it a balance in its dominance within the cup. So the roast profile for this was about 10 minutes and 20 seconds in total length. It was pretty cool the day that I roasted it, so I had quite a lot of energy up front. We're probably talking 90 to 95% of the available gas in the early phases of roasting. Then as this rolls on, as the roast then rolls on, what I do as we reach the Maillard section, so about 160 degrees Celsius, is that I begin to taper that energy away so that I can control how the flavor profiles develop over the final phases of the roast. Post first crack development time, for those of you who are interested, was 1 minute and 39 seconds. So for me on my Probat, it's a fairly short development time. I like body, I like texture, I like balance in the cup. And I feel that I can achieve that best when I'm developing the coffee post first crack at around 1 minute 30. For those coffees that are roasted as espresso, I may develop it for a little longer, again, just to try and balance out the acidity. And balance is the thing that I aspire for whilst I roast coffee. So with this, 1 minute and 39 seconds post first crack. And the result in the cup is an absolute delight. So let's have a quick taste of this filter brew. Right, so the first thing that you'll note with this is it has this wonderfully sweet citric acid note. So think sweet oranges. The sweet orange, however, is coated in chocolate. There's also some red fruits, maybe red currant, red berries of some description. They're just sort of like floating around on my palate, but the real dominant thing is this wonderful dark chocolate cacao type of character. With its body, this would perform wonderfully well as espresso. Well, for those people who enjoy unctuous, rich espressos anyway. For those who brew filter coffee, you must like filter coffees with body. I mean, I do. I like structure within my coffee. Body is a part of the overall structure profile of a roasted coffee bean. So for me and my sort of palate or my desires from coffee, body has to be there. So filter brew as I've got it now, this works. But it's not going to be one of those coffees that are sprightly and youthful in the cup. So if filter coffee is your thing, maybe go halfway between espresso and filter and do a full immersion brew. Clever dripper, something like that, possibly. Definitely cafetiere. I have a day off on Sunday, so this is definitely going to be my cafetiere coffee. What else can I say about this? Well, it's been a delight to roast. Any coffees from Brazil tend to roast well. I've not met a coffee from Brazil that doesn't perform well under the roasting environment, and therefore, as a roaster, you're spending less time trying to mitigate issues and more time in being able to focus on flavor development. So this has been a delight to roast. And I hope it's going to be a delight for you guys to brew as well. So just to recap, natural process, Mundo Novo from Brazil, Brazil Santa Hedwirges, excuse that pronunciation, berries, sweet orange, and a whole big bunch of dark chocolates. Enjoy.